The Apple M4 Mac Mini is finally here, and Technology Review dives deep into whether this tiny aluminum box is truly the desktop powerhouse Apple promises. In this in-depth video, we explore everything from unboxing and first setup to migration assistant performance, speed benchmarks, and real-world usability. Apple's design language remains minimal yet powerful, but this generation hides a lot more innovation under that sleek 5x5-inch frame than most people realize. From the moment you lift the lid, the new M4 Mac Mini impresses with its compact design, ultra-efficient cooling, and surprising raw performance. This isn't just another small desktop, it's Apple's vision of the future of computing: small, fast, and insanely efficient. In this Technology Review breakdown, we walk you through the entire setup journey, highlighting what works perfectly and what doesn't, especially if you're not using Apple's own accessories. We start with the unboxing experience, which continues Apple's tradition of precision and minimalism. Inside, you get the beautifully machined aluminum Mac Mini, a braided power cable, and nothing else: no peripherals, no stickers, no extras. Apple's shift to minimalism has been consistent for years, and it's now clear that the Mac Mini represents the purest expression of that philosophy. It's a box that demands you bring your own tools, but rewards you with top-tier performance once you're up and running. Next, we move into setup and configuration, where many users will face their first challenge. Without an Apple Magic Mouse or keyboard, connecting third-party Bluetooth devices can be surprisingly difficult during the initial setup phase. You may need to plug in a USB-C cable or use a 2.4 GHz dongle to get started. It's a frustrating reminder that while Apple's ecosystem is smooth, it can also be exclusive. But once the setup is complete, the M4 Mac Mini becomes one of the most seamless experiences Apple has ever delivered. For this review, we used Apple's migration assistant to move everything from an M2 MacBook Air to the M4 Mac Mini, and the results were shockingly smooth. Using a Thunderbolt 4 cable, it took less than 15 minutes to transfer over 150 gigabytes of files, apps, and settings. The end result was almost identical to the original MacBook setup: same wallpaper, same dock, same login sessions, everything migrated perfectly. Even third-party apps like Slack and Chrome remained logged in. It's as if your computer cloned itself into a faster, quieter, and cooler version. The M4 chip is the real star of the show. Built on Apple's latest 3nm architecture, it brings better efficiency, higher clock speeds, and an improved neural engine that accelerates AI and photo/video tasks like never before. Opening multiple heavy applications happens instantly, and multitasking feels effortless. For most users, from developers to video editors, this chip delivers workstation-level performance in a body smaller than a book. And that's what makes this new Mac Mini fascinating: it's tiny yet powerful, minimal yet capable, and it fits anywhere in your setup. Whether you're creating music, editing 4K video, or running multiple monitors for productivity, the M4 Mac Mini has the power to handle it all. It's a perfect match for users who want desktop performance without a massive tower or loud fan noise. Now, let's talk about who this Mac Mini is for. If you're already in Apple's ecosystem, maybe using an iPad Pro or MacBook Air, this device becomes the ultimate hub for your digital life. With the M4 chip, Thunderbolt 4 ports, and unified memory architecture, it can serve as your main editing workstation, coding machine, or productivity hub. If you're a student or creative professional, pairing it with a studio display or even a budget 4K monitor makes this setup unbeatable for the price. Apple's decision to start the M4 Mac Mini at a lower price point, especially for students who can get it for $499, makes it one of the best value Mac computers ever made. You're getting flagship-level performance, incredible thermals, and a design that will last for years. But there's one catch: you'll need to buy your own peripherals, and if you want the Magic Keyboard and trackpad combo, that could easily add $300 to $400 to your setup. Still, for many users, the trade-off is worth it for the sheer performance the M4 delivers. After completing setup and transferring data, the first impression is simple: this Mac Mini is fast. Apps open instantly, Safari loads pages in milliseconds, and exporting videos in Final Cut Pro happens much faster than before. The new macOS Sequoia experience feels fluid and optimized, especially with improved multitasking and window management features. During extended use, the Mac Mini stays silent and cool, even under heavy workloads. The redesigned internal architecture improves airflow and keeps performance consistent without throttling. This makes it ideal for long editing sessions, programming marathons, or continuous AI model training. You get desktop-grade power with the energy efficiency of a laptop. From a design perspective, the M4 Mac Mini looks familiar, and that's intentional. Apple didn't change much on the outside because the real innovation lies within. The machine remains lightweight, durable, and easily portable. For those who travel or switch workspaces frequently, it's one of the few true desktop computers you can take anywhere. So, should you switch to the M4 Mac Mini? For most people, yes. Whether you're coming from an older Intel Mac, an M1, or even an M2 model, the performance jump and smooth migration experience make it a worthwhile upgrade. If you've never used Migration Assistant before, it's shockingly easy. You can clone your old Mac setup in minutes and get started with zero downtime. In the Technology Review Lab, we tested this setup using multiple devices and found that the M4 Mac Mini can handle 4K editing, multiple browser tabs, streaming, and real-time rendering all without breaking a sweat. It's the kind of computer that disappears into your workflow, powerful enough to do everything but small enough that you forget it's even there. For anyone building a clean desk setup, this is the heart of minimalism and power combined. Pair it with an external monitor, mechanical keyboard, and compact speakers, and you've got a professional workstation that costs less than most laptops. Apple's engineering here proves one point: you don't need a massive desktop to get massive performance. In conclusion, the M4 Mac Mini is the ultimate balance of size, power, and simplicity. It's the small computer that doesn't feel small. Whether you're editing videos, developing apps, or simply browsing and multitasking, this little box delivers a level of speed and efficiency that rivals much larger machines. Apple has created not just another iteration of the Mac Mini, but a statement piece for the future of desktop computing: compact, efficient, and unreasonably fast. Stay tuned to Technology Review for our full performance tests and comparisons against the M3 and M2 models, because if Apple continues at this pace, the M4 generation might redefine what we expect from a desktop in 2025.